Hey fight fans, today in this video, it looks like Dana White might be in some trouble. The California Women's Legislature, consisting of 18 senators, is calling for the immediate removal of Dana White from the presidency of the UFC. And while they want Dana removed, he is naming off his nominees for the Performance of the Year and Fight of the Year awards. But this list, well, it seems like something is missing. So we're gonna see which fight Dana named the best of 2022. Later in the video, Khamzat Chimaev has been denied the right to fight for the belt. So what happened? Why would Dana break his word? He made a public promise to Khamzat saying that he would get a title chance, but it remains unfulfilled. And later on, UFC lightweight Arman Tsarukyan is ready to fight Charles Oliveira, so we're going to see what's happening there. But before we start the video, I want to ask you to subscribe to our channel. There are already more than 40,000 subscribers, and our goal is to reach 50,000. So we kindly ask you to help support us. Thank you so much in advance. As you already know, Dana White's New Year's Eve fight with his wife attracted a lot of attention, not only from the MMA community, but also from some female legislators, who have turned to the UFC demanding that Dana be removed from his presidency. The California Women's Legislature, made up of 18 senators and 33 state assembly representatives, sent a letter to Endeavor CEO Ari Emanuel, urging the company to respond to the scandalous incident and take appropriate action. Now, the content of the letter is rather long, so we're not going to read what's all written here, but to put it brief, 18 female senators have called for Dana White's immediate removal as UFC president. Now, following the release of the video showing Dana's wife slapping him and then him slapping her back, they have made public statements saying that they were drinking excessively and that was the cause of the conflict, and that they have already apologized to each other and to their children. However, the very next day, Endeavor shares lost 6%, which then, given the total value of the company's assets, well, it amounts to a lot of hundreds of millions of dollars. So the chances that Dana White could be removed, well, it's kind of possible, definitely higher than it's ever been before in his career.
Dana, just one. Other than everything we can see, is there any damage financially, any sponsor or anything financially, any damage for the company?
No, I don't think I don't think so. But still early too, so we'll see.
But Dana White himself seems to be doing pretty good. No one's fired him, and he even recently named his nominees for Performance of the Year and Fight of the Year. But again, in my opinion, I feel like something is amiss. So let's kick things off. And keep in mind, in 2021, he named Michael Chandler and Justin Gaethje as the best fight. So we're going to do this in detail. The list of Performance of the Year includes the following fight: Michael Chandler and Tony Ferguson, where, as you remember, Chandler won by knockout in the second round. Then Rob Font and Marlon Vera, in which Vera won by unanimous decision. And then we also have a lot of women's fights: Molly McCann versus Luana Carolina, where McCann won by knockout in the third round. Also, we have Weili Zhang and Joanna Jędrzejczyk, in which Zhang won by knockout in the second round, and Amanda Lemos versus Jessica Andrade, where Andrade defeated Amanda via submission in the first round. The Fight of the Year list includes the following fight: Gilbert Burns versus Khamzat Chimaev. Now this one, without a doubt, one of the best fights that definitely deserves to win Fight of the Year. Also, we have Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler, Glover Teixeira versus Yuri Prochazka, Arman Tsarukyan versus Mateusz Gamrot, and Matt Schell versus Sue Mudaerji. But as I said, something is missing here. In my opinion, what about Islam Makhachev against Charles Oliveira? Or how about Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards? I mean, come on, what fights would you personally add here? Leave your thoughts down in the comment. And by the way, Charles Oliveira has revealed that he plans to fight for the title again later this year. UFC lightweight Arman Tsarukyan immediately reacted to Oliveira's statement and wrote to social media, "That sounds good." Now, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I don't know that Oliveira will want to fight Tsarukyan. It's still a little early for him to be fighting Charles, because Oliveira said bluntly that he hopes to fight for a title by the end of the year. And a victory over Tsarukyan would not really give him anything. It's not going to bring Charles any closer to the title. But what do you guys think? Who should Oliveira be fighting next? And UFC welterweight Khamzat Chimaev could have his next fight at UFC 284 on February 11th in Australia.
Come here, fuck everybody.
Boers said this in his next issue of his video blog, saying, "Of course I want to fight for the title. They said that after the fight with Gilbert Burns, maybe I would fight for the title. Although at that time I did not believe in it. And after the fight with Kevin Holland, they said I could fight for the title, but this did not happen. They know all these guys are easy fights for me, and they don't want to give me a chance to take them down. Right now I just want to get a fight. I don't know who I'm going to fight. First they said London, then Las Vegas, Brazil, and then they called Australia, Chimaev said.
Khamzat wants to fight at 170.
Okay.
I'm going to give him one more opportunity to fight at 170. He needs to deliver and make the weight, and I would love to do that fight in England.
So understandably, Chimaev has long been the main star of the promotion, but what he is lacking is that title fight, which he certainly does deserve. However, Chimaev has been denied the right to fight for the belt. So why is that? Well, Dana White made a public promise to him that he would be getting a title chance, but it still hasn't happened. So we can definitely say that Dana broke that promise. Now, usually fighters with the same fame and track record of fights as Chimaev, well, they quickly reach that championship status, or at least fight for the title. Take, for example, Conor McGregor. He received his first championship belt in his 5th fight in the UFC. And on account of Khamzat, he already has had 6 crazy fights, and he's even better than Conor. But he's not allowed to fight for even an interim belt? Now, in my opinion, one of the main factors is the situation in the welterweight and middleweight divisions. Probably due to the defeat of Kamaru Usman and Israel Adesanya, they're now forcing Dana White to hold rematches of the ex-champions. So Dana's probably thinking that Khamzat can just hang out and wait. And be that as it may, if Boris does continue to perform well and have a lot of high-quality fights, that title shot's not going to go anywhere.
And Khamzat Chimaev, whilst being a fan favourite, and he still is a fan favourite, took on this persona of the bad guy, of the Bond villain, which is just the perfect thing to do, because he's going to be polarising. You're going to love him or you're going to hate him.
So, what do you think? Who should Chimaev fight next? Let us know down in the comments.
Chimaev's wrestling is incredible. Chimaev knows his strengths. Chimaev knows how to ride. I mean, these are guys that understand the system that Khabib is doing, where they control you up top, but they also use their legs. So their legs kind of become hands. And when you have somebody like that on top of you, anyway.
And if you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because our goal is to hit 50,000 subscribers. Therefore, we're asking you to help support us in this endeavor, so thank you in advance.